So we got to talk about this major situation going on via Nick Shirley. Shout out to Nick Shirley. The video that he dropped is going absolutely viral. Absolutely viral. Matter of fact, I want to throw his page up on the screen. Give him a proper shout out. All right. So this is Nick Shirley's right there. Pause it if you need to. Go give him a follow. All right. Let him know that we appreciate him. He is doing some fantastic journalism out here in these streets. All right. Absolutely fantastic stuff. But yeah, we got to talk about Nick Shirley because he took a trip to Minnesota, and I'm pretty sure you can guess what happened. He uncovered quite a bit of alleged fraud going on, especially with the Somalian community. And I want to talk about it a little bit because it is absolutely wild. Nick Shirley did exactly what the mainstream media should be doing right now, but refused to. And we all know why they refuse to, of course, right? Because it's not the news anymore. It's propagandists for the Democrat Party. It's propaganda for the Democrat Party. So with that being said, let's jump into this first clip where Nick Shirley attempts to send his child. I don't know if he genuinely has a kid or if he just made it up. Either way, he goes up to these supposed daycare facilities, Somalian daycare facilities, and tries to enroll his child. And just take a listen to how it all went. Check it out.
I knocked on the door, and to my surprise, somebody actually answered the door. Hello? Can we speak? I would like to check a child in the daycare. Why? Can I speak to a manager? Where can I get paperwork to file for my son? I wanted to put my son Joey in daycare. And after a few questions, the lady went silent. Looks like little Joey Shirley ain't going to daycare here. And now where are we going?
Now we're going to Sweet Angel Child Care.
We're in the middle of a strip mall here inside of this neighborhood.
In fiscal year 2025, this facility, which has its license for 74 kids, was paid $1.26 million in tax money. And there are no kids. And all 74 kids,
74 kids, they allege,
was paid $1.26 million in tax money. And there are no kids. And all the facilities are the same way. All of them.
Let's see if anyone opens.
Yeah, let's see.
Once again, I try to find a spot for my son Joey, and they would not open the door. I want to put my son Joey in daycare. Cuz I need a spot to put my son Joey.
Yes.
Is this your daycare center?
No, I work there. What's happened?
I just want to put a child in daycare, but all the daycare centers seem to be closed. No one's opening the doors.
You work here?
I was, yeah. What's happened?
Where are the kids?
Yeah?
It says it's licensed for 74 children. Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They got paid $1.26 million in fiscal year 2025. It says they have a capacity for 74 children.
When?
Where are the kids? Right here. State of Minnesota website. You work here and you don't know?
I don't know. I was there before. I don't know what's going on.
Were there any kids when you worked here?
He's there. Kids there. What's
How
happened?
many?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
You worked here. Okay, well then you're not of any help.
Can I put my son in a daycare here?
No, I don't know.
Can I speak to someone?
No, I don't know.
No? Yeah, I would like to see if I can put my son Joey here.
Who's your son, Joey?
My son Joey. Can I check out daycare center?
No! He's a liar. I'm the owner.
Do you
licensed for 74 kids, taking in $1.26 million from the taxpayers, and not a single child in sight. Funny how that works. Interesting, right? Here's another clip. Let's jump into this other one where they're taking even more money. Check it out.
different than all the other ones we've been to? Tell us about this one.
This one is different because according to the state of Minnesota, this 312 West Lake Street houses not one, not two, but 3 child care centers and is licensed to hold 102 children, and in fiscal year 2025 was paid $2.66 million by the state of Minnesota.
And this is the building right here. So this building alone made $2.6 million. Let's see if anybody's inside. Now we're inside of the building where there's apparently 4 childcare centers. We met this lady and we followed her to the back of the building where the daycare was supposedly at. So right here we have 2 child daycare centers. We have the Minnesota Child Care Center, and then we also have Nuna. Between the two, $2.66 million. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Why are you recording?
Yes. We would like to know.
Well, it says we're trying to figure out 102 children. Is that for this facility?
What is the name? Do I see the
It's from the state of Minnesota website. It says you have 102 children here in your child care.
Which child care name is a lot of
Minnesota Child Care right here. It's from the state of Minnesota's website. We're just wondering where the children are.
Where the children are?
Yeah, where are the children? It says you have 102 children here,
Okay.
and you got $2.66 million this year in funding, and $2.5 million last year. We're just wondering where the kids are.
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
And where you? Which department? That is harassment.
Oh, we are from ourselves.
Yeah.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going. Look at that. Shut us down. Where are the children at? No children inside of this daycare center. And look at this daycare center right here. No children inside of this daycare center. But between those buildings, over $2.6 million. We were just curious, where are the children at? Do you know where the children are at? Where are the children at in these daycare centers?
I don't care.
How can these childcare centers have no children?
I don't know. No.
There's $2.6 million inside these businesses that were given by the government, but there's no children to be seen anywhere. People deserve to know where their taxes are going. If these companies and these daycare centers are making upwards of $2.6 million and there's no children to be seen anywhere, something fraudulent is happening. And that is not make you racist, Islamophobic. This is just the truth of what's happening here in Minnesota. If there's a bunch of white people doing the same thing, we'd be talking about the same issue. This is just fraud at unprecedented levels here inside of Minnesota. It's actually very concerning. Where are the children at inside of these buildings? They're nowhere to be seen. Millions of dollars are being sent into these daycare centers all across Minnesota, and there's not a child to be seen anywhere. Here's another daycare center inside this same building.
We don't want you to be videotaping anything.
Where is all the money going for if there's no children at these daycare centers?
Sir,
Yes.
I told you, please leave.
Yes, we have a question though. Where is the children at these daycare centers if there's millions of dollars?
Ask the local government, yeah.
Oh, we've asked. We have the paper here. So we're wondering where the money and where the children are at. We have the paper right here. Come here.
Who are you, first of all?
My name's Nick Shirley.
You don't have any permission to record me, period.
Can we talk
you
outside?
You don't have permission to record.
She doesn't either have. She doesn't have permission to record me.
No, you cannot stop people on the street and question them.
We can ask.
You don't have any permission.
Where are the children?
I will sue you. You don't have any permission. We have nothing to do with this. You
Okay.
understand?
Then are there
so
children?
leave. Please leave.
Are there children here?
Please leave.
Where are the children? $2.6 million for a daycare center.
You ask whoever you think is doing that. You don't know what you're talking about. So leave. Leave.
Tell us what's happening here then.
I said leave.
We're wondering what's happening.
Bro, it's always hilarious when, these folks who typically are liberals get angry and they want to try to record somebody. You can tell that they barely know how to work their phone. They're always like, I think it's absolutely hilarious because, anybody that knows how to work their phone, it's just a couple clicks and bam. Hey, look, Anyway, so you saw that there. Listen, anybody that has kids or has been around kids, if you have a facility with 50 plus kids, which I think those were registered as 100 plus or something, you're going to hear those kids. You're going to hear them. They're going to be yelling, shouting, screaming, playing, doing all types of stuff, right? You would hear them before you even saw them. So the fact that they wanted to just shut the door doesn't, in my humble opinion, doesn't prove that there's kids there. I think it actually did the opposite. They opened the door and we didn't hear a single kid, not a one. Not one kid giggle, you know, like, yeah, not a single thing. I think that tells us everything we need to know right there. But there is more, because apparently there's some healthcare services facilities, and yeah, Nick Shirley investigated that as well. Let's take a look at how it went.
A list of all of the healthcare companies. Loads of them right here. We want healthcare.
No, it's okay.
Yes, we'd like to speak about getting healthcare here.
No.
Why can't I get healthcare here?
No, wait.
Warning, you are under video surveillance. No trespassing, security armed. This is the strangest place I've ever been to get healthcare. Just a bunch of different places. Healthcare here, healthcare right here. Another healthcare company right here. There are 3 healthcare companies inside of this building right here in this room of 7C. Now we have another Helping Hands Home Care LLC, another healthcare company. Present Help right here. We're looking for the best rates of healthcare here inside this building because we have so many options. Who can we talk about getting the best healthcare?
I don't know.
No?
Sorry.
All right. We will not get any healthcare here. David, this is one of the stranger places I've ever been. Literally, healthcare every door you go to, yet nobody will give you a rate. How much money do you think's been funneled through this building?
Every year, I would say 50 to 60 million at least.
And finally, we were accepted into one of the daycare centers, and they actually took down our information to give us a rate. However, when we left, we were then met with the police.
We received a complaint that gentlemen matching your description were in this building harassing the individuals who stay here.
Oh, we're checking out the rates for healthcare. Because there's 14 healthcare companies inside this building, so.
Okay.
Well, that's not what he said. He said there's 14 companies here, and he's trying to assume because they're Somali providers, everyone here is fraudulent.
Okay.
So
He's here with some kind of like propaganda.
No, we're just checking.
No, this is a area that we're allowed to enforce trespassing ordinance. Is there any other reason that you guys are here?
Well, we were checking rates.
No, he's not.
We were checking rates. We asked for rates.
No, you're not.
Okay. I'm gonna have, if you guys are all good, we're gonna step outside and we can continue this conversation.
All right, let's leave. So, all right, we're getting escorted out right now. The police have arrived. We were checking out the rates, seeing what was happening inside this building. No one would really speak with us. We did go inside the one daycare center, and she actually did give us rates for childcare. Much respect to that lady. What's the problem, officer?
Well, so again, we've been getting reports from multiple individuals that you guys were harassing individuals who work here. At the end of the day, this is private property, and it's one that people are allowed to ask you to leave, and it's also one the Minneapolis Police Department is allowed to enforce trespassing ordinance at this address.
Yeah.
So
As we got escorted out of this building, the Somalis filmed us as we left, and we headed over to the next building that had 22 of the same home health care providers operating from inside of the building.
Right.
Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. So it seems like every single day there's more alleged fraud uncovered. Just more and more and more. Just tax dollars on tax dollars on tax dollars just gone into the wind. Gone into the wind. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. And you have to ask yourself, why hasn't anyone from mainstream media done this themselves? Isn't that what the news is for? Breaking news. Right? Why is a guy like Nick Shirley having to break these kind of stories? It's a shame. It really is a shame. I think the licenses from these big networks, these big news companies should be pulled because they're no longer the news. They're glorified YouTube channels at this point. That's all they are. Why are you on our televisions? Get off. Literally, you could throw people like Nick Shirley, myself, amongst others, on a television, right? And we would do a hell of a lot better job than our so-called news does. 100%. 100%. Like, this has just gotten ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. This is shameful. Shameful stuff. And listen, I hope this is investigated further. And I hope some people spend some lengthy time in prison, if not the rest of their lives in prison. And I ain't just talking about regular citizens. I mean some politicians too. Timmy Waltz, I'm looking at you. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Anyway, y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions about all of this. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.